Now the next section that we're going to do is on our kicks. We're going to start out with our basic front kick. There's 4 steps. We're going to start out with our guard up right here. Number 1, you just lift the leg up. Number 2, it's going to kick out. Notice how I pull my toes backward. Number 3, it comes back in. Number 4, it sets right back down. A little bit faster, it comes up, out, in, down. And then at speed, it snaps, just like that. Now we have 2 different ways to do this kick. You can do it either front leg, where you're kicking legs in front of you, or you can do it back leg, where you put it behind you, and you get more power coming from behind you. Right there. So I'm going to do this on my opponent here, Bob. My guard's up right here, back leg first. It comes up, out, in, down. Slow one more time. Notice how the toes curl backward. I'm hitting with the balls of my toes right there. Pulls in and down. From here, get. From a front leg, get. Right there. Next kick we're going to do is what's called a side kick. Now, same thing, 4 steps, except I'm kicking sideways. My guard's going to be up. I got to make sure I'm looking at my target. My leg comes up, it comes out, in, down. And if you'll watch this bottom foot, whenever I kick, it twists. Just like that. That's called the pivot. From here, twist. One more time, front leg. And then a back leg is from here. It just comes from behind you. Just like so. Here on Bob, my guard's up, foot comes up, out, in, and down. And then the same thing as your front snap kick, you want it to snap. Get. One more time. Get. One from the back leg. Get. Just like that. When you do the side kick, you also want your foot to have what's called a knife's edge. Whenever it kicks, if you notice how my foot is even here, and I'm going to curl it over, and I'm wanting to strike with the side of my foot right there. So when I kick real slow, watch. See how the foot's twisting back and down. Same thing on Bob right here. It comes up, out, in, and down. Next, we're going to move on to our back kick. And simple enough, you're kicking behind you. From here, you want your guard up. You want to look over your shoulder so you can see your target. Your foot comes up. It kicks straight back, back in, and down. And you want to make sure that you keep your toes pointed to the ground the whole time. Right there. A lot of times you see people do their back kick and they want to get it higher and higher. But if you watch, when I do a back kick, if I get it too far above my waist, it turns into a side kick. So you want to make sure that you keep it right about your own waist level. Right there. One more time. Now, Bob, have my guard up. Get. Right there. Get a little bit more distance there. Get. And that's our back kick. Now the next kick we're going to do is one of my favorite kicks. This is called a roundhouse kick. The striking point on your foot is what's called the instep, which is this part of your foot right here. And whenever you kick, it's actually going to chamber, kind of like the side kick. It's going to come up, but you're going to point your toes. And when it kicks out, it's actually coming out and in that way. Then it sets down. One more time. Comes up, out, in, and down. And that's a front leg roundhouse. I can do the same thing from behind me. From here, notice how I drop into that back stance with this roundhouse. Comes up, out, in. I can set it right back down. With speed, a front leg, get, and a back leg, get. One time on Bob. Notice how I try to hit, not with my toes and the top part of my foot, but with this part right here. Here, get. One more time, front leg, get. And now one time from a back leg, get. And that's the roundhouse. Now the next kick we're going to do is the opposite of the roundhouse. Instead of hitting with the top part of the foot right here, we're going to actually be hitting with our heel. Your guard's going to be up right here. It's going to come up. It's going to come out, kind of like a side kick, but it's going to hook right there, and then it's going to set down. Again, our front leg hook kick comes up, out, hook, and down. A back leg is the same way. You got your leg behind you. It comes right on up and hook and set down. One more time. Now performing on Bob. My guard's up, our front leg hook kick comes up, out, in, and down. Notice how I'm hitting with the heel of my foot. Get. One time from the back. Here. Get. And that's our basic hook kick. Next kick we're going to do is only got one step, a little bit different from the other kicks we've been doing. It's called a crescent kick. With your guard up, this one's easier done with your leg behind you. All it's going to do is one big circle right in front of you. It goes from outside to inside, just like that. Outside to inside. Striking point is you're trying to hit with this inside part of the ankle and that bone right there. So when it comes around, kia, just like that. Kia, kia. On Bob, my guard's up, around, kia. Making sure that I keep my toes pointing to the sky the whole time. Kia. Now the opposite of that one is what's called a reverse crescent. And instead of going from outside to inside, you're going to go from inside to outside. And you're striking with the outside ankle bone. Guards up, it's going to come inside to outside. Slow once again. Inside to outside. Downward speed. Kia. Kia. One time with Mr. Bob. Kia. Kia. Just like that. Now I have one more kick to show you guys. This one's really fun. This is called a front flare kick. You're going to have your guard up. You're going to take one knee, lift it right up in the air. And if you've ever seen the Karate Kid, he puts his hands out here and does this kick. All you're going to do is hop up and kick with the other foot. Just like that. Again, foot up, hop, and kick. Once you get used to that, you can actually do it without the hop, but you just throw the leg up. Like so. One more time. Kick! On Bob, the first way I showed you. Kick! Again. Kick! And then the second way I showed you. Kick! Kick! And those are all the basic kicks that you need to know here at G-Force.